Stop me if this sounds familiar. Your phone buzzes. Another favor. You say yes, even though you're exhausted. You show up. You give everything. And deep down, a voice whispers, "When is it my turn?" That voice? It's trying to save your life. What if I told you the very thing you've been praised for since childhood, your kindness, is slowly destroying you? That every time you say yes when you mean no, you're not being noble. You're being used. In the next few minutes, I'm going to expose 8 brutal truths about how excessive kindness is sabotaging your happiness, your goals, and your self-respect. Plus, I'll give you 4 battle-tested strategies to reclaim your power without losing your humanity. Fair warning, this will make you uncomfortable. But if you're tired of being everyone's backup plan, you need to hear this. Let's dive in. The 8 ways kindness destroys your life. 1. You create impossible expectations. Here's what happens when you give everything. You unconsciously expect everyone else to do the same. The Stoics understood this perfectly. They taught us to accept reality, not fantasy. When you operate from a place of endless giving, you set yourself up for crushing disappointment. You've trained people to expect your help. You handle their problems, their responsibilities, even their emotions. So, when you need something, they assume you've got it handled. After all, if you can manage everyone else's chaos, surely you can manage your own, right? The result? Resentment, exhaustion, a quiet rage that builds every time your help goes unreciprocated. The Stoics were right. People aren't letting you down, they're simply following the pattern you established. 2. You become the permanent solution to their problems. Humans are creatures of habit. When you consistently solve someone's problems, you don't help them, you cripple them. They adapt. They build their entire life around your availability. You become their comfort zone, their safety net, their personal assistant. Here's the kicker. They won't suddenly develop empathy and tell you to stop. Why would they? You're their free Robin Hood, and letting you go would cost them dearly. The Stoics emphasized moderation for precisely this reason. Giving without boundaries doesn't create gratitude, it creates dependency. 3. Your dreams get buried under everyone else's needs. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. When was the last time you spent a weekend alone? How do you feel when you come home to an empty house? If you're constantly filling your calendar with other people's emergencies, you might be running from something far more terrifying yourself. The Stoics taught that we must prioritize our own responsibilities and live according to reason. When you abandon your goals for everyone else's, you're not being noble, you're avoiding the work of building your own life. The brutal truth: you can't pour from an empty cup. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Before you offer someone chocolate, enjoy one yourself. Before you clean a friend's house, clean your own and watch that movie you've been putting off. Your life comes first. Not sometimes. Always. 4. People mistake your kindness for weakness. Stoicism teaches self-discipline and inner strength. When you lack boundaries, people don't see you as generous, they see you as exploitable. You become the person everyone runs to when they want to dump their responsibilities. You're the colleague who never says no, so you become the office doormat. But watch what happens the moment you say no. Suddenly, they respect you. That magic word transforms you from a pushover into someone with standards. The Stoics understood that respect isn't given, it's commanded through self-respect. 5. You attract users, not friends. Here's a harsh reality check. Look at your relationships. How many of those friends only contact you when they need something? Stoicism teaches discernment, the ability to distinguish between genuine people and opportunists. When you give indiscriminately, you fail this basic test of wisdom. Think about it logically. Do your colleagues invite you for coffee? Or do they only remember your name when they need coverage for their shift? The pattern makes sense, but that doesn't make it fair, and it's time you learned to break it. 6. Your energy attracts energy vampires. The Stoics believed in patient judgment and authentic relationships. But here's what they understood about energy. Like attracts like. When you constantly give until you're depleted, you vibrate at a low frequency. This attracts people who are takers, needy, negative, opportunistic individuals who sense your weakness, like sharks smell blood. High-vibration people attract givers, optimists, and reciprocal relationships. Low-vibration people attract parasites who take everything and leave without even a thank you. Your excessive kindness isn't attracting good people, it's repelling them and drawing in predators. 7. You risk developing dangerous coping mechanisms. The Stoics emphasized self-control and balance. When constant shortage becomes your reality, addiction fills the void. Maybe it starts small, an extra glass of wine to decompress. Then it's every night. Or you're gambling, overeating, overworking, anything to fill the emptiness created by giving everything away. Pay attention when someone who loves you expresses concern. Your first instinct will be defensiveness, denial, anger. That's the addiction talking. People who truly care want to catch you before you fall further. The Stoics taught awareness. Don't wait until you've lost everything to recognize the problem. Your generosity becomes suspicious. Here's something most people won't tell you. Genuine kindness is so rare that when people encounter it, they don't trust it. The Stoics taught us to act virtuously regardless of others' opinions, but understand the reality your excessive giving makes people question your motives. What does he want? What's her angle? Nobody's this nice without an ulterior motive. They're not entirely wrong. Many people who give excessively are hiding something: guilt, manipulation, a need for control. Your kindness, when unbalanced, becomes a red flag instead of a virtue. 4 powerful strategies to stop being used. Strategy 1. Listen to your emotions. The Stoics valued self-awareness above all. Your emotions are data. Ignore them at your peril. Ask yourself, how do you feel after helping others? If the answer is exhausted, angry, resentful, or used, stop lying to yourself. That feeling is your internal alarm system screaming that something's wrong. True generosity should feel uplifting. If it doesn't, you're not helping, you're people-pleasing, and that's a trauma response, not a virtue. Strategy 2. Master the word no. Self-discipline, according to the Stoics, includes knowing your limits. The word no isn't negative, it's the boundary between self-respect and exploitation. Practice right now. Look in the mirror and say, "No, I can't help with that." Say it again and again, until it stops feeling like a betrayal and starts feeling like freedom. Remember, every no to someone else is a yes to yourself. The discomfort you feel saying no is nothing compared to the resentment of saying yes when you shouldn't. Start small. Say no to one request this week. Watch what happens. Spoiler alert, the world won't end, but your self-respect will be reborn. Strategy 3. Protect your time like it's sacred. The Stoics valued self-discipline and self-respect above all else. Your time isn't just valuable, it's the currency of your life itself. Schedule time for yourself, daily or weekly non-negotiable blocks where you do what you want. Exercise, read, draw, stare at the ceiling, whatever recharges you. Treat this time with deadly seriousness. Put it in your calendar. If someone asks for help during your protected time, you have 2 options. Option 1, no, I'm not available then. Option 2, I can help at different time, but only for specific duration, because I have other commitments. Notice you don't owe anyone an explanation. I have other commitments includes commitments to yourself. In fact, those should be your first commitments. If being direct feels too harsh, offer an alternative time, but set clear boundaries. You're not rejecting the person, you're protecting your peace. Strategy 4. Identify and eliminate energy vampires. The Stoics taught wisdom and discernment, the ability to recognize which relationships nourish you and which drain you. Energy vampires have a pattern. They only call when they need something. Every conversation is about their problems. They never ask how you're doing, and when you need them, they're suddenly busy. Here's the hard truth. You cannot help an energy vampire. Even if you solve all their problems, they'd find new ones because complaining is their identity. Without drama, they wouldn't know who they are. Stop trying to save them. It's not noble, it's foolish. How to create distance. Let calls go to voicemail. Take longer to respond to texts. Be busy when they ask for favors. Stop volunteering information about your life. You're not being mean, you're being strategic. Real relationships are reciprocal. Parasitic ones only go one direction. The Stoics understood that protecting your energy isn't selfish, it's self-preservation. According to Stoic wisdom, the answer to every extreme is the middle ground. And generosity is no exception. Give too little, and you're selfish. Give too much, and you're empty. The goal isn't to become cold or heartless. It's to find the gray area between sacrificing yourself and ignoring others entirely. Lean toward balance. Help when you genuinely can, without resentment. Say no when you genuinely can't, without guilt. Put your own needs first, not sometimes, but as a default. Then, from that place of fullness, give to others. And when in doubt, remember the magic word, no. Even more so if someone's offering you a ride home from the rolled-down window of their car while you're walking alone at night. But that's a different kind of danger. We've reached the end of this journey, and I genuinely hope these insights will transform how you show up in the world. Here's what I need you to do. If this video opened your eyes, challenged your thinking, or gave you even one strategy you'll actually use, hit that like button. Your engagement helps this message reach other people who are drowning in their own kindness. Subscribe if you want more Stoic wisdom that cuts through the BS and gives you practical tools for a better life. And drop a comment telling me, which of these 8 truths hit you the hardest? I read every single one. Remember, you are not here to be everyone's savior. You're here to live your life with intention, boundaries, and self-respect. Now go reclaim your power. I'll see you in the next video.